Whoa, yeet. Whoa, whoa. Hey, hey, hey. Whoa. Ha. Welcome to the trade room, y'all. Welcome to the trade room, y'all. It's a macro Saturday. Welcome to the trade room, y'all. Hey. Hey. Welcome to the trade room, y'all. Welcome to the trade room, y'all. It's a macro Saturday. Welcome to the trade room, y'all. Happy to see you guys in here. It's the trade room, y'all. We got charts today. We go macro. We thinking big picture. Let's go now. Let's go now. Let's go now. Welcome to the trade room, y'all. This is about to be fun. Welcome to the trade room, y'all. It's a macro Saturday. It's a macro Saturday. We got things to talk about. It's a macro Saturday. Welcome to the trade room, y'all. Welcome to the trade room, y'all. It's a macro Saturday. Welcome to the trade room, y'all. Listen, like, subscribe, put your alerts on. I'm happy to see y'all here today. Welcome to the trade room, y'all. Welcome to the trade room, y'all. It's a macro Saturday. Welcome to the trade room, y'all. Hey, welcome to the trade room, y'all. Welcome to the trade room, y'all. It's a macro Saturday. Welcome to the trade room, y'all. We're gonna get started soon, guys. Love you guys for showing up. Make sure to like. Make sure to subscribe. It's time to get litty. See you soon.
You're muted.
What's up? Welcome to the trade room. It has been a while. We have been away, but we are back hot and heavy. We are here today digging in on the $13 holla and a few other things. I have my guest with me here, the Light D1, D Jedi. How are you doing, sir? Talk to us.
Was good. I'm cool. How you guys? How's everybody doing? Welcome everybody.
Everybody looks like they're chilling. Welcome everybody. We got Skiller in the house as always. Skiller with the big support. We got James in the building. King James holla.
King
We got
James
King
Dictionary.
James. Yes, sir. So, guys, we got some things to go over. It's been 2 weeks since the stream. Low key, James is new to the DeFi Kingdom's ecosystem, but he's looking to get in. And I'm gonna assist him in getting in. He's actually a big gamer. He games, more
My
than
kind of
me.
people.
So listening to
Oh,
some of these streams, he's been excited about getting in. So this will give him more insight into what we're looking at, what's going on.
perfect place to be if you are a beginner. Perfect place to be is with us right here. The two that talk about gameplay, talk about strategy, talk about stats, talk about how the mechanics work and how to flourish and how to build armies is right here.
Yeah, and
Right. My channel, his channel, our channel, $13 holla. That's what we do here.
it's a macro Saturday,
Bro, let
right?
me ask you something.
And
Is that live or it feels like it's live? The intro song.
the
Are you in the
intro,
background singing?
listen, yes, we do it on all levels, but yeah, so let's get right into it. Let's chat about what we're looking at today. We're going to start off with market conditions. What's going on in the market? What's the general sentiment? We're going to look at some charts. All right. Then we're going to dive right into the $13 holla. As you guys can see here, we had a recent champion,
Sure.
Mr. Sir Worm, where we had the 3v3 private battles. And he came out on top, and he has the first 30 points ever of the $13 holla, and he has the lead. But we do have Dags, only 30 points away. We have Mega, only 30 points away. We have Affinity, only 30 points away. So these coming next days, some big announcements on the $13 holla, and what the next quests are, what the next challenges are, what the secret 30 points that we have that the players do not know about, what that is. And so we'll chat about that, right? And we'll dig into some gamer type questions from Affinity, right? With the boar hunt coming on as well, and with Duel season, I believe 6 on the brink as well. What's up, Skiller? Shout out to you. Skiller's fam out here in the DeFi Kingdoms ecosystem. And so from the $13 holla, we'll talk about the boar hunt, more game talk. And then we'll do a dark summon, right? Because we're preparing our priests, we're preparing our knights, we're preparing our archers, for this. Did I spell boar right, Affinity? Can you hear me, Affinity? Interesting. Well, it looks like Affinity has left temporarily. We'll get him back in the room. But guys, let me know if I spelled bore right, man. I get crazy with my spelling sometimes, especially when I'm multitasking here. So let's start from the beginning, right? I have the champion up, the most recent champion of the $13 holla. It's the second topic on our plate. And for someone like James, who's getting in new into the game, understanding what the in-game mechanics are is going to be important. And so we'll talk about market conditions, we'll look at charts. Affinity, welcome back.
Sorry about that. Your board spelling is perfect.
Okay. All right, cool. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and it's been a while since we've delved into charts here. I think it's important to understand where the market is. And I was on Sergeant Filthy McNasty's. Stream, and we were talking about a few things, and didn't get a chance to talk about. I mentioned charts a little bit, and somebody mentioned, "Hey, uh, it's not just about charts. It's the randomness of something that's launched new." And no hate against that. But when it comes to technical analysis, it's not just the technicals. You have the fundamentals, okay? Then you have the technicals,
Yep.
and then you have to have a general understanding of human psychology, market sentiment, and where those humans are, right? When you see these lines, these bars, and these charts, this is human psychology, because it is humans who are buying and selling in the market. And looking at charts and understanding a little bit of human behavior will help you understand what you're looking to see next. And the more history you have, the better. Okay, so when it comes to the cryptocurrency industry, all right, or sector, Bitcoin is something important to follow. Not because I'm buying Bitcoin, I don't own a single Bitcoin, but it is a leading indicator to what is to come, right? And in the crypto space, everything else follows. And before I dive in here, I'm wearing a robe today. Again, I was on Sergeant Filthy McNasty's stream.
If you don't mind me
And
chiming in to the Bitcoin thing, sorry.
yeah,
Uh, the reason why Bitcoin is the lead runner is like with fiat, the U.S. dollar is the lead runner. You know how everything refers to the dollar, the U.S. dollar, right? So same thing with Bitcoin. It is the top dog. So everything moves with Bitcoin, right? So if Bitcoin moves, everybody's gonna be like, oh, time to FOMO into other stuff. right? So
Right, right. And honestly, you know, when Bitcoin moves, it doesn't mean everything else is going to move in unison.
no, no.
Certain things have cycles. So when Bitcoin moves, immediately things like Ethereum move, Solana
Mm.
move, Avax move, but there are
Top
other
10.
things that are lagging behind Bitcoin, like XRP. XRP always moves like 3 months after Bitcoin has done its movement, when it looks like it's, you know, there's no other movement to come. And so these charts allow you to see that, right? And so we're going to dig
Yep.
into what Bitcoin is looking like, helps us understand the bigger picture. We're going to look into what AVAX is looking like. AVAX is the native token to the AVAX blockchain. And DeFi Kingdoms, they have their own blockchain. It's a subnet using the subnet technology of AVAX. And the token associated with that is the AVAX token. And so my theory with DeFi Kingdoms and Jewel, and overall most of the DeFi Kingdoms assets, yes, we've seen DeFi Kingdoms Jewel token move when Bitcoin was going down. And we've seen different assets in the ecosystem move by themselves. But I don't think we see any aggressive, parabolic, melt your face kind of a price action on Jewel or any of these other things within this gaming ecosystem until we see AVAX start to make big movements. And there's a latency behind even. Jewel will move immediately, but you'll see the general ecosystem, if it's able to get a higher market cap, right? And we know that these tokens associated with these blockchains have market caps from mini micro caps of 200,000, 1 million to mid caps, which are between, you know, a billion market cap and higher. My theory is that until AVAX starts to grow in market cap and bullish movement, until even Clayton starts to grow in market cap and bullish movement, we won't really see this parabolic action that we're looking from the Jewel DeFi Kingdoms ecosystem. So we're gonna understand where Bitcoin is, okay, and what we're looking at from it from the next 4 weeks, 2 months, 6 months, 12 months. We're going to look at AVAX and what we see from it from the next what, 2 weeks, 4 months, 6 months, 18 months. And we're going to then look at Jewel and what we see from it from the next 3 to 6 to 12 months. And then we're going to look at XRP, right? Because I'm a big XRP bull fanatic. And we're going to look at that chart and how it compares to everything else, because we need to understand what's happening, what the market is feeling, and how this affects what we have going on. We do have Sticks intern in the building. Shout out
What up?
Sticks. Yeah, Sticks was on the stream with me last night, and you know, he was giving some insight on a few things in the ecosystem, and Sticks, you know, he tries to be humble, but he has a lot of gems. He has a lot of gems. He has a lot of know-how. Um, and is a big player in his ecosystem. I believe recently he picked up a bunch of Gen Zero. So apparently Sticks has some sort of strategy that he's putting forward there, looking like a whale out here, Sticks. All right, cool. Affinity, anything you have to add before I hop into these charts?
I'm excited for the next 3 months. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I mean,
Might have our little, we might have our little ups and downs with all these partnerships
yeah,
and
yeah,
all these social whatever media whatever things and here and this and there. But you know what? I believe in the team. I can smell the bacon in the air, and I've been preparing. You know what I mean? It's either I don't know. I'm excited. I can't wait for the boar hunts. I hope they test it. I hope they make it hard, and the ADFK team as well. Man, I'm excited, man.
yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm happy to hear that. So we're gonna hop right into this. I think, you know, as I hop into this, sentiment is important, right? Sentiment is important, and the sentiment at least in the DeFi Kingdoms ecosystem, most of the people who understand what's actually happening here, sentiment is high, right? We've had periods of sentiment is low, we've had periods of FUD, and sentiment does play a big role in charts, price actions, especially when you're looking for reversals. And we are looking for a reversal, a macro reversal from the Jewel token itself. And we're going to look at that as we wrap up Bitcoin. But in general, we're going to start with Bitcoin. What's happening with Bitcoin in the general market, and what are we looking to see? Bitcoin, from 2017 to 2019 to 2021, Bitcoin has had bull markets on a macro sense. And we at the trade room here have this general concept that when different assets or at least Bitcoin, when it goes through its Bitcoin halving and has aggressive price action, there are some rules that can help you. Even when you see the asset going down 99%, 92%, 88%, there are
Bro,
certain rules that you can lay down for yourself that can help you to guard your psychology, because it doesn't feel good and it doesn't feel fun. One of those rules is to write what you're feeling down during those moments. And if you have been doing so, and if you've been in this space, you see how your feelings fluctuate every 4 years. So simply, one of the rules we have for Bitcoin is that after an all-time high and after a bull run, whatever the correction is, it never goes below or stays below its previous all-time high. This is a macro rule that I've had for myself forever. And one of those things with Bitcoin is you have this all-time high here in 2018, huge correction of about 90%. You have it come and form this cup and handle. You have it break out of the all-time high and create a new high. That was 2021. Everybody said Bitcoin is going to 100,000. It did not happen. We had a big crash. But the most important thing about this macro rule here is, did the big crash break below the all-time high? No. It actually came close to touching it. I was very surprised that it
I
did
wish
not
I knew
touch.
about that. Because I put a buy order in for 10 grand and it's still sitting there. I should
Yeah.
take it out and buy Jewel with it. I put a because after the Bitcoin was it 2021 January February when it started to tank, right, from 60,000 or 68,000 or 80 something Canadian, it started to go down, and then um there was a $10,000 Bitcoin buy order trigger, and somebody bought a bunch of Bitcoin for 10 G's at like around 60 something grand, or when it was around there. It triggered. So I thought I was gonna pull a Bitcoin, pull one of those. So I put a buy order in right after. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna test this because this is when I was heavy into crypto mining. I started buying a bunch of GPUs. I started buying 3080s and stuff like that, and just mining the tokens, right? And
Mhm.
then when this happened, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna put a buy order in, and
Mhm.
I'm starting to I'm starting to want to take that because it hasn't filled, right? It's still sitting there,
Yeah,
right? So
yeah.
I might take that out, and if Jewel goes to down to 9 cents again, that buy order might switch to Jewel, and then
Yeah,
another player is
yeah.
gonna come.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we have different spots that we're looking for. Dollar
Yeah,
cost averaging is a very basic, important thing to understand, especially in these volatile markets. But yes, that's just one of the 3 to 4 macro rules that I follow. Is that even through corrections, it does not break or stay below its previous all-time high. So if you're looking at that and you saw Bitcoin at $15,000, really close to
I
the
saw that.
all-time high, and
Yeah,
you wanted to start dollar cost averaging,
yeah. I
that
bought
would not
Bitcoin
be
there.
in that would not be an idiotic decision. That would be a decision based on rules that you have set. And really, since that period,
Yep,
Bitcoin went as high as 107% and
yep.
currently still sits at 82% up from those areas. And so for me, yes, was there fear with me? Yes, there was fear, but with along with that fear came, oh my goodness,
Excitement.
there goes my rule. Now, if
Yeah,
I get, this is a monthly chart, if I get 4 months or 3 months of this not touching the all-time high, it'll give me some motivation to start getting more aggressive with my dollar cost average. And so you got 1 month, right, where it did not go below the all-time high, or the body of the candle of the all-time high. You see this wick here, and I remember when it got to 20,000, I was confident. I was like, oh yeah,
Yeah,
this
baby.
thing is gonna bounce right from here because my rule is it doesn't go below the all-time high. And then, but remember, when you have wicks are a lot weaker than the body of a candle, right? And so Bitcoin told me, "F you, I don't care what you mean. I need a stronger support." Right. And I was able to find this struggle and support from here. So that's just this is a macro channel, right? So you don't have to be sitting there. This is the trade room, right? But you don't have to be sitting there trading every 5 seconds, trading every three
Bro,
days. The
bro.
concept of the trading room name has nothing to do with the actual mindset, which is macro. You set macro rules, you set macro strategies, you set macro ways to get in. Go ahead, Affinity.
Uh, speak. Where I was sitting when that thing hit 15K, I was sitting at the park looking at a full moon, bro, and it dumped to 15K. I was like, I knew it, today is that day, because every time there's a full moon and there's no economy, like war or like some BS, the Chinese dump it, bro. The European dump it, and it was a full moon, and they dumped it to 15. And right when that hit that 15, those wicks and those triggers and started to like, I bought half a Bitcoin and I rode
Yeah.
that thing to 30K.
That's
So
awesome. That's
yeah,
awesome. Yeah, sometimes the stars, the moon, they align.
yeah, bro.
But yeah, so that's just a simple macro rule that I use. If you want to see more about my macro rules, I have videos, hop on my channel. You guys can watch. By the way, if you're here, just hit the thumbs up
Like
button.
and
Yeah,
subscribe.
okay, subscribe, like. I'm not doing this for me. I have my rules. I'm following my rules. It's been working out pretty well for 8 years. This is for you guys to look at and have an open discussion if need be. So from that macro sense, we had our crash, okay? And shout out to Crypto Grady in the building, always here to show some love. Sticks intern says that I love your messaging, man. This is great. Lotus getting trading advice.
Yo,
Yeah,
Maryland, of
man.
course. Yo,
We're here to share. We're here to share our ideas, right?
bro.
Nothing is
Mar-
100% solid.
Maryland told me to buy Shiba Inu. I bought 5 billion Shiba Inu, and October 24th, that 5 billion.
Wow.
Yo, Maryland is my man. Sticks intern understands.
Yeah, for sure. So, all right. So we had our crash, right? We had this 13 the all-time high not being breached. And we had this impulse from here. Bitcoin is currently up 82% since that impulse. Now, I drew this channel here because from that impulse, we expected Bitcoin to just follow this channel. And in the previous videos, we talked about deviations can happen, right? And so when it deviated here, either it was going to keep deviating and dive back and try to test that all-time high, or it was going to find support. My first possible support area was $25,930. It did what? It deviated below it, closed the month. All right. This is called a
Literally.
hammer. All right. A hammer candle. Closed the month with a hammer, followed up the following month, which is currently now October,
Yup.
with another green candle. These are monthly candles, 30-day candles. And so, what am I expecting from Bitcoin? Well, it's what I've always been expecting from Bitcoin. Even though it deviated from this channel, I fully expect it to come back into this channel, which currently sits around like 32,000. I'm expecting from the area that I drew the channel, and we don't change our minds just because it breaks, our expectations. I expected a 57% run from Bitcoin, which would get us to the next strong resistance area, right? And so I'm expecting Bitcoin to still make its way back into this channel. We're gonna have a fight. okay, at this 32,000 area. We're gonna come back into the channel, and when we come back into the channel, we have to be wary of getting blocked at this mid channel area that may sit at 42. But I do think we make our way to $46,000. I can dive more deeply into that. And we'll do that in later videos because I do want to, move on from here. But even as it deviated, we drew a trend line that we would like that we would like Bitcoin to respect. And since that time, don't panic, dollar cost average. We now have Bitcoin snaking, all right, snaking back into this positive area in which we are looking for. So that's my expectations of Bitcoin. I am bullish on Bitcoin. September is normally not bullish for Bitcoin. It's normally bearish. And
October is.
Bitcoin finished September with that monthly candle you guys just saw green. Okay. And it's starting October green. Short term, I do expect a nice little impulse. However, I do expect it to have a hard crash back down. But as long as we follow this here, we're in good hands. Don't look at short term movements. Plan for the macro. So that's Bitcoin. So if we're expecting Bitcoin to progressively move up, what are we expecting from AVAX, and what have we been seeing from AVAX? That is something that I've been very interested in talking about, but we haven't talked about on the stream. Affinity, anything you have to add before I move on to AVAX?
Not with Bitcoin, bro. You covered everything on Bitcoin. You're good.
Okay, awesome. All right, so before we hit AVAX, I have Grady here says, "Love you guys. We love you too, Grady."
Daddy can't hear
I'm with
us.
the kiddos, so I can hear. But yeah,
No, he
get
can.
Grady.
Can't hear.
Oh, you can't hear? Yeah, Grady.
Yeah,
Spend time with the kiddos. It's
of
all
course.
good. We appreciate you showing some love here. James says, "I need some more candles in my life." Yeah, man. Candles are a mood setter, right? So these candles here are a mood setter for price action, moving forward. So we have AVAX, right? And AVAX was one of the gems of the last bull run. I mean, absolutely. I mean, Luna, AVAX,
Yup.
Solana. These were all the,
EMB.
clickbait high gems where you see these influencers on their YouTubes like, right? What do we have from AVAX, right? Well, we have AVAX during the previous bull run, going up from the low here, going up about 5,000%, right? From $2.76 in 335 days, making a 5,000% run. We have a big correction from there. And that's because everything that goes up and ones that go up super aggressively must go down as well. So when we look at AVAX, and we'll talk about some of the AVAX stuff that's been going on and what's causing this recent impulse, right? I've been accumulating AVAX since this $20 impulse here, right? When it impulsed here, I started accumulating AVAX, and I've been what? Dollar cost averaging over a period of time. Why? Because if I believe in this DFK ecosystem, and they're in some way somehow affiliated with AVAX. Network effects of AVAX will affect network effects of DFK. Networks of effects of DFK will affect network effects of AVAX. And so since AVAX made this run from the top here, okay, it has had a 669-day, 94% correction. Okay. And so what does that tell us? Well, in crypto, when you have things that go up, things go up faster and they go down slower. Right. And so you've had this 94% correction, which in crypto is normal. And along with everything that's going on, FTX, Sandbank, Freed, these things will exasperate downwards action. But why did I buy here and on its way from $11 to $21, even though it's been kind of heavily correcting recently? Well, we have our macro rule. What is our macro rule? You have its previous all-time high, okay, which is $4.82. You have it dive back down here. It retested the all time high, okay, and then impulsed immediately after retesting the all time high, continued to go up, came back down, okay, here in 2021 to test the impulse and then went back up. And so if I'm looking at this action here, yeah, we have a 94% correction, but did it go below its previous all time high? The answer is no. Would we want to see it go back to its previous all-time high of $4.92? Hell no. Especially if you're someone, especially if you're someone who bought at if you bought at $9, you're okay right now. But if you bought up here at $137 and you saw it
Shut up,
crash,
man. I hate you, bro. I bought one Avax.
$59 and you saw it crash, $21 and you saw it crash. I mean, by this time you probably sold, right? Or you're super nervous holding it, right? So we don't want it to see it go that low. What we do want to see is, and what I love to see is, it's coming back down to retest this area, which is what? Retest the impulse. And if it doesn't go back to its all time high and it does retest the impulse, I feel even better. But what has been happening recently is we have had no indication, even with this little pop, we haven't had no indication for the last 7 months. We have had no indication that we're either going to get an impulse from this Fibonacci retracement tool that I've drawn here. And this Fibonacci retracement tool works from drawing from the high of the price movement to drawing from the low of the price movement. But I drew it to the low of this previous price movement, which you're not really supposed to do. I should have drawn it to this low, but I wanted to give it the Fibonacci retracement a full kind of adjust and a possible bounce area, right? So again, similar to Bitcoin, we have a deviation, but what we've seen in the month of October is we have seen an impulse from Avax. And I stated it even as Avax was going down. I stated that first of all, Avax needs to find some support. And then secondly, the impulse that needs to come from here easily, and I quoted it down here, easily is going to be what? Is going to be a 125% run to bring us, 126% run to bring us back to test $20. And when we come back to test $20, I don't want to see you, AVAX, come all the way back down to $9. I don't want to see that at all. That will not give me confidence. I would like to see AVAX if we run up to that $20, which I feel pretty confidently in. I would, like to see AVAX retest the $13 area. That would be pretty healthy price action for me. That could look something like this. We follow October, we go November, we reject from this area, we come back down here, we find support that matches this general area here, which should have been a strong support. We break out of here and then we go. Okay, I don't want to see you hang out around that $20 area again, but I will be dollar cost averaging if we come up here and get a rejection. I will be dollar cost averaging if we break out here and get a rejection. I will have more confidence to grab more AVAX if we get that. Now, I do love AVAX technology. The subnets are amazing. A full retracement for AVAX brings us at $2,000. But how does this relate to Jewel? If we continue to see positive price action from AVAX, that'll bring more market cap into AVAX, and it'll bring more of a market cap into DeFi Kingdoms. And it's still 100% run from here to $20. So if you wanted to be a trader and you wanted to grab these things, not financial advice, you could probably hop into AVAX and say what to yourself. You can say that, hey, I'm going to look at the other time frames to see what I'm possibly seeing here. And what I'm possibly seeing here, and it's something that we can point out here, is this long-term resistance here. And lo and behold, AVAX is not going down because of this Star Arena drama that's going on. Okay, AVAX is not going down because of that. 50% of people are selling human psychology because they think it's because of that. And I think AVAX will correct. And I think AVAX will probably come back and test this 929 area. People are selling because drama, Star Islands got hacked. But really it's just a rejection of a long-term trend line. And we want to see AVAX do something like this and break out. So that's my opinion of AVAX. We deviated. We're trying to find support. This $9.29 area could be support. I'd love to see it. And that will lead us into Jewel. Before we move into Jewel, Affinity, any thoughts?
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about something about economics. So I don't know if you heard about a few hours ago, a certain country and another certain country declared war, and I think that's gonna put a little hiccup to the runs, if because normally every year for the past 4 years that I've been, or 3 years I've been doing cryptocurrency or learning and investing, I've
Mm-hmm.
always noticed around end of September to the end of October, they do a little bit of a micro run, right? As you can see, Bitcoin's starting to do a run, AVAX is starting to do a run, but I'm in fear that with the economic status of the world now, people are going to be in fear and withdraw and not continue the 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 trend, right? Um, yeah,
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I could speak to that, right? And before I do, we have Digital Sleep Aid here, says the trade room, laying out the knowledge on Saturday in technical analysis and laying the smackdown on Sunday in fantasy football. That's hilarious. Yeah, I got fantasy football tomorrow, so this it don't stop, right? And I'm second right now. I'm trying to get that first place seed. But we have King James to what Affinity is saying. It says Turkey and Iran. Also U.S. shutdown dooming. So look, yeah, look, we fundamentally remember technical analysis. It's about fundamentals, technicals, and then human psychology. So we're not
yeah,
in a place economically. The U.S. right now has had its credit rating decreased. We have a
doo doo.
shutdown, looming. The Speaker of the House has been literally let go. We have the Ukraine and Russia war. We have a lot of things happening. And as Warren Buffett says, when there's blood in the streets, that's when you buy, right? And
Yep,
so
yep,
these individuals and countries and sovereignties that have these things going on, there's not much that we can do about it. But again, when you are a macro person, unfortunately, with the state things that are happening in the world, your mind has to go with, well, this is just an opportunity to continue buying at low prices. I
yeah.
don't like what I'm seeing going on globally. I don't like all the war. I don't like all the killing. Um, I think we should all be able to communicate as humans, and move forward and progress forward. But it's not what's going on right now, and you can only control what you can control. But I don't put much onus to wars affecting markets too much. It may cause inflation to go higher. It may cause the Federal Reserve and governments to step in. And when they step in, they may have to inflate more fiat into the system. And that may hurt temporarily. But in the long term, that only speaks to the crypto ethos and why we're here, and the whole message that we've been talking about, especially as an XRP holder. I've been saying the banks are gonna go to shit for the last 7 years. That's a part of why XRP is gonna do what it's gonna do, right? And so,
Whole country's
um,
going to shit.
right. So that's gonna be my little rebuttal to that. But price action tells that. And so why do I think Bitcoin is gonna impulse? Because the chart has it ready, but we're probably gonna have some economic news that brings it right back to test this trend line here. So we looked at Bitcoin, positive, bullish on that. We looked at AVAX. I'm slightly bullish on AVAX. I need to see a back test of support levels and an impulse that'll make me feel much more confident about that. And then we're now going to look at Jewel. Okay, what's going on with Jewel and what we are expecting, from Jewel. So let's do a little bit of time travel, right? Sometime about 5 or 6 weeks ago, I think, like,
Yeah,
we had the whale that was selling We had Slow Mad dropping, his FUD, and I have no problem with Slow Mad. He brings another thought process, into the game.
The realism.
But literally within our stream, I said, "Oh, okay. Well, I don't like Jules price action. I said I like Gold Pet Eggs price action more. I even liked Tears price action more. I liked Green Eggs, Pet Eggs price action more. I did not like Jules price action, but I did say, hey, on the 3-day chart and on the weekly chart, I kind of see some bullish divergence happening here, where RSI is having higher highs and price is going down. So we could probably expect an impulse. I'm not Houdini. The whale was almost done selling. So we could expect an impulse. But the tough thing to decipher is, well, what happens after that, right? And so I have these Fibonacci's drawn here, and the 618 Fibonacci is always, always, always a place where you can almost guarantee a correction if it's making its way up or if it's making its way down, right? And so what do we have? We had a 90% impulse, okay, from Jewel here. I believe it was 80, yeah, about 89% impulse here. And then we had a correction. Now, when you have impulses, you should and can expect at least a 50% correction from that impulse. That is healthy. It's not a bad thing. Okay. And so we have Jewel, go down about 28%, from that impulse. And remember, when price goes up, happens a lot faster, especially if there's not a lot of history. When price goes down, it happens a lot slower, right? And so price went up literally about 2 weeks. All right. Price has been going down about 5 weeks, right? It's natural. Now, what did we say about I'm not confident in Jules price action yet. Why? Because we have not had a reversal, right? A complete reversal where we're having positive price action. We still have had 2 lower price action points on the weekly. But with this bullish divergence here, as long as the RSI continues to bounce, right, and continues to continue these higher lows, especially on the weekly chart, because every candle on this weekly chart is a week. I was looking to see what do we have here. And the thing that I caught here was an inverse head and shoulder. Okay. What is an inverse head and shoulder? An inverse head and shoulder is a price pattern, okay, that can give you an indication of a reversal. A regular head and shoulders, okay, can give you an indication of downwards price
Not the
action,
shampoo.
a correction, right? So we so we had this inverse head and shoulders here. We don't have it yet, but what is the healthiest price action for Jewel? It's not up only. Okay. It's healthy price actions after corrections. And so what do you normally see from an inverse and shoulders if this is what we could be expecting to see? Well, first and foremost, if this is not an inverse head and shoulders, then we could be coming down here to do what? To make some lows. But as long as it's a higher low than this previous candle, I'm okay with that. Do I want to see Jewel at 7 cents? No. What would I rather see? I would rather see this inverse head and shoulders play out. Okay. And to just give you guys a better visual, you have the shoulder here, you have the head here, and then you have another shoulder form here. When that shoulder forms, you get this price action that goes here. Okay. And so, how long is this going to play out? Well, the little sketch I have drawn out has this going to January of 2024. It's not super accurate, but if you have a head and shoulders, it has to play out. My whole thing with Jewel is that a head and shoulders pattern will make aggressive moves back to what they call a neckline. This is the neckline of the head and shoulders. Who knew you were coming to arts and crafts today, right? And so you had this neckline here, and this is when I will actually break a sweat. I'm not breaking a sweat here. I'm not breaking a sweat here with Joel at 9 cents. I'm not breaking a sweat here with Joel at 13 cents. The neckline of this head and shoulders, again, if it continues to play out, this is where I'm breaking a sweat. This is where I'm going to spend some extra time that particular week or month super analyzing Jewel. What's happening here? I don't really care about, right? So that's what we're expecting from Jewel. The trip over to 17 cents. And from there, the full Fibonacci retracement that we've been talking about is about 50 cents for Jewel. And that's about a 400% run. Okay. So we looked at Avax. We said, hey, Avax has a possible 2000% run in it. We looked at Jewel. Jewel has a possible 400% run in it. Avax looks a little bit more juicier right now, but Jewel is cheaper, right? And so that's what I'm looking at for Jewel right now. I'm not gonna look at any further predictions of Jewel until I see what? Until I see this reversal, until I see the head and shoulders, until I see the battle at 1754. Affinity, anything you have to say about that?
I mean, dollar cost averaging ever since it went back up to 9 cents from whatever, or 10 cents.
Yeah, yeah, for
Buying more
sure.
heroes, not financial advice, but like I said, I trust the team. I trust the patch notes. I trust AMAs. Um, I'm preparing my army. So
Hey, and we'll be talking about that. So that's it with the charts, guys. Listen, if you have anything that you would like for us to look at within these streams, any tokens, shoot me a message on Twitter. If I look, if I want to, I will. If it's intriguing, if it's somehow connected to the different ecosystems, we will. XRP. Let's finish. Let's wrap this up with XRP. You guys know I'm a Super Bowl on XRP. And I'll talk a little bit about XRP. And again, the next thing we're diving into is the $13 holla private duels and things of that nature. Looking at the chat, we have Mega here says trade light, let's fucking go. They have their streams. Remember, the jewelers have their streams at 9:30 Eastern time. Make sure to check in with that. Man, they have I have some catching up to do with the jewelers because they had some things they talked about. Dags is awesome. And I'm always, up to ears to listen to what he has to say. Digital Sleep Aid says, I keep DCA into Jewel, but they turn into they turn into heroes. That is so true. True. I'm gonna actually dark summon a possible knight, a possible priest that Affinity is gonna help me with. And I sent 500 Jewel to that account. I'm like, hey,
oh, my my
I'm
account.
your account. Yeah, you wish. I sent it to my
Oh,
account and I'm gonna
oh,
burn it. I'm gonna burn it, right? Because it's Jewel is there to be stacked, but Jewel is there to be burned as well, right? We're aiding
oh. Don't
to
don't don't don't
the
don't don't
burn that's
say
happening
no.
within the
Don't burn
ecosystem.
Jewel. No, nobody. Why would you burn Jewel? Stop. Crystal, burn the crystal.
Well, you gotta sell Jewel into
You know
Crystal,
what I
and
really want, to be
what's
honest,
up?
bro?
Yeah,
If somehow I can buy Crystal instead of Jewel from Avax and Clayton, because
right.
every time I buy Jewel, right? Because I have to put the money into my crypto.com or my Coinbase, whatever, whichever I feel like that day, right? And then AVAX, it's either Clay is low or AVAX is low. I'll buy whichever one. But then we have to convert it to Jewel, right? And then from Jewel into Crystal, right?
Yeah,
That burns me because every time I dump Jewel to buy
yeah,
Crystal for heroes, it
yeah.
pains me. So that's
Mm,
why I wish one day they would just be like, yo, Avax to Crystal or Avax or Clayton to Crystal. So I
yeah.
stopped dumping dumping Jewel.
Uh,
Right? I hate dumping Jewel. The only time I dump Jewel is when I burn for quest.
Gotcha.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, for questing you have to,
Yeah.
use Jewel. Yeah, for sure. So let's just wrap up on XRP. This is the last chart. I've said to you guys for months, this XRP is one of the most bullish charts I see in the
Ripple.
markets. And Ripple is a company that uses the technology. They're not the only individuals that utilize the XRP ledger. Okay, the XRP ledger totally separate from Ripple.
Oh,
A lot of people can use the XRP ledger, including yourself, including myself.
can
It's
we make a
fast,
coin?
it's efficient. Yeah, you can make a coin. There's
Oh, dude, let's make a
there's
coin, bro.
there's gaming on the XRP ledger, and I'm gonna start to dive more into that ecosystem.
I want to
And
ask
as
you something.
well.
I
Yeah, what's
want
up?
because I've been building a Minecraft MMORPG server
Yeah,
for like over a year and a half now,
Yeah,
and it's a multi-world server where you can play hardcore and normal survival and events and all that stuff.
yeah.
I took the idea from all the MMORPGs. I've been trying to find an ecosystem that would support my idea, right? So I wanted to put a proposal so I can make a coin on uh, uh DeFi Kingdom subnet, so I can make a
Yeah.
token there or something, or some kind of coin that I can have where uh it can implement with my game. Because when people play, I want people to play on my server and
Mhm.
earn a token
Mm.
as they play through it, right? So
Yeah, I mean that'd be dope. That'd be dope. I think looking at the XRP ledger ecosystem, especially as I begin to dive more deeply into the gaming and the development end of things, I'll shoot whatever I can your way because you are kind of a dev. You're always building something. You're always working on something. So for sure.
always, bro.
Yeah, so look, the XRP chart, I won't spend a lot of time on it. The most recent thing that came out is that the SEC basically lost their lawsuit to Ripple. And they wanted to label XRP as a security. The judge said that no, XRP is not a security. The SEC looked to file an interlocutory appeal, and the judge denied them just this Friday and said, "Look, I made my decision. Okay, this emergency appeal that you're going for, I don't care about." And so the suit that the SEC has with, the CEO and the CFO of Ripple is a whole different thing that's going to happen down the line. The SEC cannot do anything. XRP is not a security, so XRP is the only digital asset out of 20,000 plus to have regulatory clarity, legal clarity in the United States of America. Let that sink into your head. Okay. So Ripple, soon enough, and every other developer that uses the XRP ledger, soon enough, can start making deals with US companies because they weren't able to do it before. 95% of their business was outside of the US. The U.S. is the largest uh, 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 capital market in the world. Ripple was already doing and growing 300%, 200% year to year. So leaving you with a little gem. Here for me, XRP token, we're looking at $6 in the next 3 years, modestly, but we're talking the next couple of decades continued growth. And when you look at the XRP BTC chart, because BTC is important to see what's going on, XRP long term, and I'll go to the XRP BTC chart just to give you guys a little taste of what I see on a daily basis that makes me so juicy on XRP, is that the XRP BTC chart, XRP is going to gain this. What this is telling you is that XRP is going to gain against Bitcoin over the long period. This is a 3 month chart. Every candle is 3 months. XRP is going to overgain on Bitcoin over the long period by at least 400%. So, in knowing that, that's why I'm in XRP. That's why I've been here for the last 90 years, let alone that the technology just works. Sometimes people want to see flashy things, but literally the technology just works. And so that's it for XRP. That's it for the market conditions. In the trade room, we're always going to tap into the market conditions because we always got to see and know what is going on in the markets. And so we're gonna hop into the next thing, which is the $13 holla fire mama. Okay, so we have the $13 holla going on. We have 4 contestants, all right, that had to start with $13 to manage an account. It's a case study to show that you don't have to come in to this ecosystem with a ton of money. You just can come in with ready to have fun, but also too knowing that this is all about strategy and there is a compounding effect that you can use within this game, whether you have a ton of money or a little money, to grow your account possibly without having to put any other money in, depending on what your goal is. And so we have Sir Worm as a champion. Again, we have some announcements coming up as well, but we want to dive in a little bit and see what these guys have been doing. They've now had about 5 to 6 weeks with their little tiny $13, and we're just looking to see what these guys have been up to. Right? What have they been doing? What are their strategies? We know that 230 points are available for these individuals to win the season. We know that we just came off of the 3VP private battles. We know that there's another challenge coming up at the end of this month. And we know that there's a secret 30 points, possible points to be taken for whatever these players are doing in managing their account. And so today we're going to take a sneak peek into what they have going on in their accounts. We're going to utilize DFK Quester, and we're going to utilize D Bank as well. I've been trying to see what these guys have been doing. I've looked a little bit into it. It's still tough. It's still tough for me to determine what these guys are doing, but we know that the boar hunt is coming out soon. And so I'm just wondering, are these guys trying to use these smaller accounts to prep for the boar hunts? Are these guys trying to just stack in their gardens? What is the strategy? Because at the end of the season, there will be a battle, all right, of any level hero that each player can put up. And within that battle, the champion will take the other player's NFTs. Winner takes all. And so, Affinity, what do you have to say about the $13 holla, what we have going on, what we have coming up, as I pull some of these accounts up to take a look at it?
$13 holla. Hey, congratulations to Sir Worm for beating everybody. Um, feed your pets. That's how I lost. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I
Okay,
can hear
perfect.
you.
I was
Yeah.
messing with the screen and everything. But yeah, $13 holla. Uh, if you broke, you can still play. Right? That's the beauty of DeFi Kingdoms, beauty of
Yeah.
crypto gaming, beauty of
Yeah.
strategy. Um, we're all humans playing in a game of life, right? Everything should be strategized, even as you wake up and you take your first breath in the morning. You should strategize for the rest of your day, right? If you ain't strategizing, well, you're slacking. So, so we just want to promote strategy. We want to promote game macro thinking, and take nothing, take something from nothing, and do with it. You know what I mean? Because that's the capability of the human brain. That's the um, they say there's this one Chinese billionaire that said this in front of a billion people. Um, the AI are humans are smart and AI are clever. I believe it's the other way around. AI is smart, humans are clever. I believe clever is thinking outside the box, right? And so therefore the humans are the clever ones, right? We dictate how things do run things. We build, from nothing to the pyramids to skyscrapers to the tallest West Khalifa building in the world. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
strategy and all that stuff is very important to me in life. And I'm broke as hell. Yo, let's go, King James. Welcome aboard. You got $12?
Yeah, he got $13. He got at least
Yeah,
$13. So yeah. I mean, this was a showcase that anybody can get in. And so remember, we have 4 contestants. Okay. And I'm because of blockchain and blockchain technology, it allows you to look into the 4 contestants and what they have going on. So currently, an Affinity, if you can just double check on your phone to make sure that the video
yeah. I'm watching.
is
I just
showing.
checked it.
Awesome. Okay. So with these 4 contestants, okay, we are basically with the blockchain technology able to kind of take a peek into what they have going on in their accounts, right? It's like
What the
checking somebody's
government does to us every single day. What the government does to us every single day,
every day, right?
right?
So it's like checking somebody's pockets, right? So the $13 holla, these guys have to manage their accounts, not only on having their NFTs and having the NFTs ready to do these challenges, ready to fight, ready to
Random.
battle. But you also want to make sure that you're setting up the back end, the economy, your questers, your gardens, whatever you have going on as well, because you have the two assets. And that's why you have the macro investor and the macro gamer here. But utilizing DFK Quester, we can kind of see here, right? Jewel is the price of 9 cents. Crystal is a little bit is under a penny, and Jade is certainly under a penny. But we have Sir. Oh, I actually wanted to look at Sir Worm's account here. Am I looking at megas? No. Okay, so we're gonna start with the actual champion, right? We're gonna start with the recent champion. We're gonna look at his account and we're gonna look to see what he has going on. So coming over to DFK Quester, I'm gonna look up his account, the beauty of blockchain, and let's see what Sir Worm has going on. He's the champion. He may just be like, hey, I'm the champion. I'm kicking back. I don't really got to do much. But we see here that in his inventory, okay, and in his inventory, his NFTs or his heroes can go out and quest for him. And when they go quest, they bring back loot. And these loots are worth different prices. The eggs are some of the highest touted loots because they can range from 6 cents to 30 cents to 67 cents. If you're looking at gold egg, but you can't get gold eggs from questing. So, from what I can see here, Sir Worm's little $13 holla account, he is keeping some of the items that he is questing. I've seen on other accounts where they are just selling their items. So that's one thing I can highlight here for Sir Worm. I also see that he's dueling. So Duel Season 5, where you get a chance to take your NFTs to go battle, randomized battle settings based upon the hero classes. And if you would like to see what that feels like, go back and watch our previous lives where we had the 3v3 battles where Sir Worm ended up being the winner. They got pretty intense. So you can duel, get tickets, and earn items as well. So Sir Worm, we see here, he's kind of doing this thing.
Oh, hold on. He's
Um,
got a garden going.
he's got a little garden going. He's got
It's
a
a
little
brand new
garden.
account. I know that's for sure. It's the holiday
Yeah,
account. But wow,
he's got little gardens going. So he must be just trying to collect some crystal. Whether it's 2, 3, 4, 5, it might make a
you ain't
difference
get
for him,
nothing. You ain't get no
right?
crystal from that. What do you mean?
Hey, he has a reason for what he's doing.
True, true.
He currently does have 8 heroes. They
Oh
range
snap!
from level 1 to level 5. I do see that he might have sold some of his level 5 heroes that he won the $13 holla challenge with. So that's interesting. So he must have sold some of his heroes that he used to win the challenge. And we see here he does have exactly 8 pets matching his current hero. So that is interesting. Some uncommons here as well, including some rare pets as well. So I wonder what his ultimate strategy is here. He is holding a good set of heroes. When we come over and we're going to switch over to D Bank, that will get more into his transactions and what he's been doing. So over here at D Bank, I see he's holding a little bit of jewel here, 2 jewel. That's going to pay for his gas and things of that nature. If I switch over to his transactions, I don't know if his transactions are telling me much here. He's definitely selling his items here. Always got to have some gas. It looks like he's been getting some gold from mining as well. He's not really holding a lot of things. It looks like he's just questing, and because he won, like I said, he may just be kicking back. Man, this guy's a winner. The other guy's got to really step it up and figure out what they want to do. And so yeah, that's that on Sir Worm's end, the champion. I do want to go ahead and look up Dags next because Dags is sneaky. All right. Dags may have been coming up with a different strategy from what he had
One
before.
sec. One sec. Go
Yeah.
back. How come it says $36 on D Bank?
Oh, that's just his Clayton account. It's that doesn't have anything to. That was a Clayton
Uh,
blockchain. Yeah.
oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yeah. So looking at Dags, right? Dags here, he does have a little bit of inventory, nothing too special. He hasn't sold his tiers, which is interesting.
I bought
Normally,
some cheap pets.
people would be trying to sell some tiers to, buy more heroes or whatever the case may be. But he is stacking up his tiers. I wonder why. Maybe he's getting ready to dark summon. That could be that. I mean, that's the only thing I could think of is Dags getting ready to dark summon a savage to either try to win his 100 points at the end of the season challenge, or is he trying to summon something for the boar hunt? We don't know, right? But he does have a whoa. He still has a lot of heroes. They all range from level 1 to level 3. um, he has a few pets here. I don't think he's changed his pets at all. They're all common pets. But yeah, Dax, why are you holding on to your tiers, right? That's pretty interesting. I wonder what he is planning to do with that. As we check into his D Bank account, we see that he's not really holding a lot of assets here. When we look at his transactions, everybody's trying to
Do
make
some
sure they
leveling.
have. Yeah, he's doing some leveling. Everybody's trying to make sure they have some gas. So nothing too crazy that I see here. But again, the fact that he's holding on to his tiers, I think he's getting ready to dark summon. That would be the biggest thing that I probably would take from what he has going on here. Affinity. I mean, you're a competitor, but any thoughts on what it looks like, Dags may be doing here?
Um, if you don't mind, go back to the other thing. What is it called? The
Quester?
Yeah. Does he have an egg?
No egg.
So he's. Let me, if you don't mind, let me look at his s- heroes. Is there any heroes with like? I guess you can't look at the heroes, right?
Yeah, I mean, he has a couple of them that have to level up. I mean, I can click on the
The
heroes.
rare.
You know?
Look, some of them. See, this one has no summons. Some of them has summons. He might be going for a summon.
Yeah, the rare has a summon. The rare archer.
Right? So there's just a couple summons. So, um, with the dark summoning, you only need around 80 tiers,
Okay.
right? With the summoning, you need around 200 ish tiers,
Okay. Okay.
I believe.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right, so we move on to the third contestant, Mega. All right. Ooh, Mega does have an egg. Okay. Mega does have an egg here that he has quested. I wonder he's also stacking up his tiers. So is he trying to
He's about to
hatch
buy some. He's got
is
96 crystal. He's about to buy
he
a hero.
he does have 96 crystal. I'm glad you noticed that. And he does still have his gold that
That he
that
sold
he's
his gold.
right. He did sell his gold because he was stacking up gold for a while. Man, this egg is 3 cents. Man, that's crazy. But he does have his heroes here, mostly between level 1 and level 3. I don't see any
Wait, what?
pets.
I
What's up?
swear he said he had like a level 10 or something hero.
Yeah, I don't
Right there
know.
is level 12. Yeah, his highest level is level 12. And his highest level is from 2 to 4.
Oh
You're
shoot,
reading
I'm
the
reading.
wrong one. Yeah, you're looking at the gens, not the levels.
Yeah, look at the gen at the level.
Cause I,
So
I
he
was about
does
to laugh at him, be like, "Yo, bro, ones and
he
threes?
does
What the?"
have his level 2 here. It's ready to, and I remember he said he needed a moksha. He needed a moksha rune in order to level his guy up. I guess he hasn't been able to level up at all. That's interesting. Um, okay. Just doing a mic check. Can you hear me?
We
Like,
can hear you, but you're frozen.
oh,
Yeah.
awesome. I don't love that. I don't love that at all. I think the last time it ended up freezing, and I did I made sure. Uh-oh, what the hell is happening here? Okay. Well, doing a mic check. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. You're
Okay,
just frozen.
cool. All right.
Oh,
I think
oh,
I'm
it's
back.
moving a little bit now.
Yeah, cool. I think I'm back now. I'm going to just exit out of a couple of these things to try to create some room for myself here. We're done with charts, so we're gonna exit out of this chart section here. So yeah, we see that Mega, he does have a hero that's ready to level, and he doesn't have a Moksha room, which he needs in order to level up this hero. Because remember, at the end of the season, you're gonna have to bring your best hero to do these 1v1 battles here. So, Mega early on decided, you know what? I'm gonna go right for that. I like the 100 points that's gonna be there for me. I want to take these other guys' heroes, let me in there, right? And so that's Mega on his end. If you look over at his D bank, I'm not sure what he has going on here, but we'll take a quick little peek in here. And we'll switch this. Sorry
Move
here.
that
We'll
shit.
switch this to the the DFK chain.
Shiba Inu.
Uh, Shiba Inu,
How
man.
many? How much he's Shiba? He's got 2.9 million. Okay.
I'm guessing he got
Some
the same
other has
advice.
3 billion.
You got the same advice from whoever you got advice from, right?
Bro, everybody has ship, bro. We said no to Doge and we bought ship
Right.
instead.
Right. So I do see here that Mega does have crystal. So what is he getting ready to do with that crystal? Is he getting ready to buy a hero? Is he getting ready to summon? I see he's holding his
Might be hatching
tears.
an egg.
He might be wanting to hatch his egg. He might be wanting to take that risk to see if he can get an egg that he could possibly
Or you
sell,
just stock it
or
up.
an egg that he can attach to his level 12 hero, because he's more going aggressively at that 100 points out of that 230 points that's available, right? That's at least 40% of the points that are available towards the end of the season. So it looks like people are hoarding some tiers. People may be getting ready to summon, dark summon. People may be getting ready to do the boar hunt. I haven't really seen anybody with any heroes that scream out to me that they're getting ready to do the boar hunt. If we quickly check, Mega's heroes, he does have a priest, very low level, and his level 12 is a wizard. So that doesn't qualify for anything having to do with the Bora hunt. So we saved Affinity.
Oh,
We
shit.
saved Affinity for last. We have James here that says, you look focused, all good. I lost so much with Shib. Yeah, I mean, uh when meme coins are going up, everybody wants to get in, right? So now we're looking at Affinity Lotus, his blockchain. Nothing in the gardens. Okay, nothing going on here. Nothing in the inventory as well. We do see here that Affinity does have 17 heroes, ranging from level 1 to level 9. This is probably his best hero. It's a Dark Knight Wizard, a Gen 1 at that, no summons. We see here that it has good strength, solid
Had summons.
vitality.
I used them.
Oh, you used them. Okay. You
Yeah.
had summons, used them. Awesome. Yeah, good strengths, strength and endurance highlighted for a minor. That's solid. He may be able to pull a yellow egg at some point, which will change the game for him. He does have good vitality, and solid intelligence as well. So how do you feel about, looking at, Mega having a level 12 hero? Prepping it for those 100 points that are available towards the end of the season, and compared to your level 9 hero.
Eh, levels don't mean nothing when my stats are better.
Ooh, okay, okay. And
It's
I
like what I
see
say
here,
about all those traits and positive
yeah,
traits and all those crappy traits but no stats.
but no
Myth,
stats.
my- mythic heroes with giant slayers but no
Giant Slayer.
stats, no professions. Ain't mean shit to me.
Right, right. I mean, I do see here that you still have the same 4 pets that you had before. You're not really worried about pets right now.
Yeah, not worried about it.
Yeah, so that tells us a little bit about that. You see, you seem to be focused on something, right? And so we're gonna check your D bank. You know, hopefully we can get some insight to maybe what you really are planning here. I do see that you have some jewel here, a lot of gas money. Don't got to worry about gas for a while. I
Oh
see
yeah,
that you have some gold here. Interesting. You're accumulating some gold here. Um, if we look at your transactions here, you know, um, tell us about what's going on with your transactions here. You're selling for a lot of gold here? What's happening?
oh yeah. Well, the gold dipped, so I had to buy some. Simple as that.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Yeah,
Just
gold went
buying the
down
dip.
a little bit. Went down to like 0.450 to like I think it was 10 something. So I bought
Hmm.
some more, and now it went up to like 12. So not bad.
Gotcha, gotcha. I see. Yeah, I mean, so I mean, looking at it, I still can't get a gauge of what you are doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's on your mind? What can you tell us? Like, what are you doing?
All right, so our plan was from September the 1st to the end of December. So I was hoping we hit some boar action. You know what I'm saying? At the end,
Mm,
during the end of the $13 hala. So I
okay,
bought a few priests just to get ready and try to level them up as much as I can. That's why um, gardeners are the fastest to level up.
right,
They get a lot of experience, right? Especially with level 10 gardening, right?
right.
So I was planning to level up my priests at least to like level 5 and so on,
Mm-hmm.
right? And try to hit the boars at level 5 priest
Right, right,
with some level 10s of so with my dark knight level 10, and I'm starting to save up for one more level 10, maybe a knight level 10. So if
right.
I can get a knight level 10 with my dark knight, I know I should have a archer, but I'm counting on the dark knight just to be beefy, right?
Yeah,
Because they said strength stats matter. I have a lot of
yeah.
strength, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So I could be doing a lot of damage, right?
Mm-hmm.
I believe my it has strength and endurance, and the vitality and the endurance. So maybe in the future, the intelligent might add, because in other games, Dark Knights, they have a lot of black magic, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for black magic, they have like poison,
Mm-hmm.
anything to like any nasty magic, like debuffs. Um, so because like they're the opposite of paladins, right?
Mm-hmm.
Opposites of knights. So paladins are knight. They're the healers. They're the tankers, right? So
Mm-hmm.
in most games, the dark knight is the opposite of a paladin. So he is going to be not healing or backup healer. He's going to be
Mm-hmm.
backup. What do they call it? Debuffer, right? So
Okay.
he has a lot of spells like um, dark spells, like what is it called? Um, he can use like Diaga spells, like black mage spells,
Right.
uh, poison aga, deep, anything that has some type of malicious drain. Dark knights are synonymous with that type of stuff. I mean,
Okay. Okay.
paladins cast protect, dark knights cast poison. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Or
Yeah.
bleed, drain, stuff like that, right? So hopefully, if these things go well, if the um the way the gameplay and the stats play, Dark Knight will be that type of hero, right?
Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah. So I mean, Dark Knights are loved in this game. So to see you pick that, to go for that 100 points is very interesting, and that alpha was awesome.
Well,
Um, I
you know,
I see here that Sergeant Filthy McNasty bought this bad guy for $80 a year ago, and you were able to
I know, I
snatch
saw that
this
too.
guy up. You were able to snatch him up for $2.31.
And I summoned it, and I got a paladin rare with
Oh
it.
my
So
gosh,
Sergeant
I remember.
McNasty, thank you, but
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. So what I want
Well,
to do
I
real
saw that
quick,
too.
right?
I saw his name. I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
I'm getting this. I don't care. I'm getting this.
Yeah. What I want to do real quick, right, is for someone like James, right, who's going to be getting in,
Oh yes, show him
for
this.
him to understand this boar hunt situation here, right, and what everybody is preparing for, right. So, James, you're coming in at a great time. The prices are very low, and we're actually getting ready for the first, expedition, portion PVE of PvP of this game. And I'm gonna play this intro for you here because now we're gonna actually get a chance to use our NFTs, go out and fight some boars. So James,
Yup,
let's get this hype in. Let's feel what's going on
you're
because you're
gonna love
coming
it.
in soon.
There you go.
Yes, that's the Bora Hunt, James. So that's what's coming up. That's what the hype is about. You're gonna get a chance to come in and grab you some solid priests, knights, and archers and go after it, man. And you get a chance to practice with those in the combat testing rounds before that happens. But we're all waiting in anticipation of that. Okay, and with that, we're gonna switch over to the boar hunt, the last segment of this stream. Just like how James is gonna have to come in and work on his boar hunt and what heroes he wants and how he wants to go out and battle. I've been working on that, right? And but guess what? I'm a novice. I'm a noob. Okay, I'm still learning here. And I got somebody like Affinity in my corner. How could I go wrong unless I decide to just not pick up the pieces that he's leaving for me, right? And so I've been in my gist of getting my priest, my knights, and my archer ready, and those are all basic level heroes. But if Light is open to it, I want him to see what I have, and I want him to let me know if I'm ready, and if I'm not ready, I would like to build out some nice knights, but also to, possibly some archers as well. What I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be showing the dark summoning feature. And I'm look to grab some really good um, heroes and burn the crap out of them, looking to make sure that I have the proper statistics. So, Light, I have some of my guys here. Some of them in my other wallet, but I definitely know 1,000%. I need a good knight. I need a good priest. I need a good archer. I would love to have a good priest that has a lot of life that can live and a lot of mana. So talk to me on what I have here, what I can grab between a knight and a priest, even an
Um,
archer.
Let me, if you don't mind, share my screen real quick because James is
Yeah,
new. I wanna do a quick iteration why we are picking these three heroes,
yeah.
and then we'll get to your summoning. Yo, Skiller, I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that, Mister. Then I guess I'll just put you on the invitation on the next. If you're serious, just put one in the chat, and then your name will be in the invitation for the next challenge.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm saying. But is that mine? Okay, where's how do I? Yeah, if you click on my camera and
Yeah.
just boom that up somehow, there we go. All right, so for this boar hunt right now, ladies and gentlemen, the as you can see, the game is new, right? DeFi Kingdoms is new, so they're developing they're developing hero skills, stats, and equipment. Okay, so we go to the combat thing here. Let me let's just play the demo. Actually, no, let's not play the demo because then I can't choose. Um, shoot. But the reason why Trade Room is going to be making these three specific heroes is, like I said, right now they only have skills for these three. So we're going to be using the best. Here we go. So it's beautiful. Okay. But as you can see, they give you an archer, the priest, and the knight, right? Because again, these are the only ones with the skills. If you can see down here, you see all these skills like hunter mark, um, repeating shots, stuff like that, right? So we're gonna take advantage of the skills, right? Because you can have a level 20 random hero, but you want to use up what they all the skills and have the best strategy to go in, right? So the reason why, again, um, priest has the codex. Oh, you know what? Let me sign in. Yeah, you guys can see all that. Okay. Okay. Enter grounds. Okay, so again, when you enter these boar hunts, right, you'll most likely only allow three right now, right? So again, in PvP games, you need a teamwork, team structure, right? You want a healer, you want a damage dealer, and you want a damage uh, reducer, or damage taker, right? A tank, right? Someone that can take damage, someone can deal damage, and someone that can heal your heroes. Okay, so this is the reason why um, we're gonna go and get a bunch of priests, a bunch of knights, and a bunch of archers to level 10. Again, like I said, these are the only ones with the skills available. So if you want to kill these boars, you're gonna need skills. You're gonna need good stats, right? You're gonna want the right stats with the right professions with the right heroes. Okay, so on this account right here, I've been going hard at it. As you can see, I on this main account here, I only have knights, I only have priests, and I only have archers, except for one ninja. Ninjas, they're sneaky. Oh, and a dragoon. Other than that, it's only knights, archers, and priests, right? And so let's go to your side. Um, or hold on. Let me. Where's the abilities? So here again, right? So these are available right now. These are skills, right? So when you enter these boar hunts, these are the skills that you get to choose from, and determine the depending on the stats of your heroes are the type of skills you want to affiliate with. Okay, so you know what I mean. So take we're gonna deep dive in all these, and you know you got to maximize your strategy, maximize your gameplay. So you can't just uh, it's cryptocurrency, right? It's play to earn or pay to earn or whatever. It's earn, right? So they can't make games that are easy. They can't make items that are easy to claim. The harder it is, the more value we get. So I want them to be more valuable. Hardest hardest can be, right? So when we do get items, they do hold their value, right? And yeah, so let's build some heroes for
Yeah.
on the trade room here.
Yeah, so James, this is gonna be awesome for you, especially when once you get set up, you can go in and take what you think and implement it into what you want to do. Which, if you want to participate in a boar hunt, this is gonna be very very valuable for you. So I just went and picked up 3,000 crystal because I don't play. I am ready. Right. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna head over to the tavern. What did you think of what I have here available to get into, the boar hunt? I think that, my priest here is going to do decently well. I'm gonna find a pet for him. I don't know for sure yet if pets are gonna be a part of the boar hunt. I don't think so at all.
The priest
But
right there you have on.
yeah, it's a priest. It's a priest.
Let me give you a little chime in on. So right here, ladies and gentlemen, Our boy has a priest, okay? Priest. So regular job priest and sub job priest, right? But the thing for these type of games that you have to be anal with, right? And if you're gonna be on top tier level, you need everything has to coincide with everything. So
Mm,
again, I have a lot of priests in my account. A lot. Only 9 of them made the cut,
mm,
right? So when I do stats, when I do hero building, I look at everything, right? So your priest here, to me, is a no go,
ah,
right? The reason why I tell you this priest here, 3 6 6 6 5 3 priest here is a no go, is
mhm,
because for one, um, priests are magic users, they're gardeners, right? Because when let me bring up the charts here. Um, right? So gardeners are deals with a lot of vitality and wisdom, which is what priests need. So it's either you want you want a priest to be a gardener and you want a wizard to be a forager, right? Because with the wizard, I'm not. Here's a little bit of alpha for you guys. Wizards, they do a lot of black magic, meaning elemental damage, right? Dexterity adds to critical damage. Normally, dexterity would add to critical range damage, but in DeFi Kingdoms, dexterity adds to magic critical. So when you do 100 damage on Fireball, if you have high dex, you're gonna do critical magic damage. So that means from that 100, critical always multiply by 2 in games, right? So that's a 2 multiplier. So that 100 could be the game changing damage for 200 damage if you hit that critical, right? So why I say your priest does not make the cut for me is because of that, right? You have strength, you have endurance, right? Sure, your
yeah.
wisdom, your growth wisdom is pretty high, right? So you might win with that. But
Mhm,
if you bought a level 1 or or a level what level is it now? See, if you buy a high level, right, level 10, you messed up in a way because those 10 um were they stat properly? You know what I mean? Did they choose apparently you got lucky and you hit a bunch of was it 30 something wisdom? But for a rare priest at level 10, you should be around 45 plus wisdom, bro.
mm.
So you're slacking on
Okay,
the wisdom, right?
okay.
And these boards are hard. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, for
So this
sure.
is
So
why
so
I get
so
anal with that.
so check it out, right? I do have a regular comment that does have decks, and even that didn't build out too well, right?
Help.
Looking at some of my other ones, I do have one here that has decks decently built out, but it doesn't have the stuff highlighted, right? So I'm doing okay on some of the, and it's even an archer, right? So,
You see, this
um,
archer might
yeah,
be great for you, right? Because it hit the agility and the dex. But all those and luck, but then all those skills went into endurance and strength because of the mining. You know what
right,
I mean?
right,
So
right,
that hurts, bro. See
yeah,
that mining profession there hurts with people's levels,
hurts, right,
right? You know what I mean? It hurts bad. So if you right there that archer, bro, if you had that archer for forager, bro,
yeah,
you wouldn't see any strength. You would see pure agility, pure dex,
yeah,
and pure luck,
yeah.
right? And those
So,
are the
so,
3 skills you need
so
or
put
three
it this
stats.
way.
Yeah.
I have a question for you, right? When it comes to that combo between a priest, a knight, and the archer, what do you want to make sure you set up properly first?
So I
And
repeat that
that's what we're
question.
gonna when it comes to that combination going into the boar hunt, right?
Yeah.
A priest, a knight, and an archer. What do you want to make sure is set and is OP and is gonna be the leader of your team?
To me, the leader for the teams will always be paladins.
Well, we're doing
Oh,
this
sorry,
boar
knights.
hunt. Yeah, knights. Okay.
Knights. Knights. I'm getting ahead of
Right.
myself. But the
Right.
tanker, right? Because if
The
you don't have a
tanker.
good tank, it
Right.
don't matter how good your healers are. No one
Right.
has
Right.
enough mana to keep tanking a shitty hero.
Right.
You're gonna
Right. Right.
die,
Right.
right? So again, uh, when it comes to these type of games, you can't rely on something, right? You can rely, but you gotta offset. You know what I mean? So if you have a really good priest, or I mean a really like one of your priests you have now, you're gonna need a really good tanker. You know what I mean? See, because if you go down to your rare priest, scroll down to your rare priest,
Yes.
right? Right there. And if you flip the card, at level 10, it only has 151 mana,
Mm.
right? Let me look. I'll show you my priest. Okay? My priest here at level 7 has 98 mana.
Mm.
And it's a common card,
Right.
right? You're a rare card. You know what I
Right.
mean? And you're only what? How much mana you have here? What was it?
151.
151, and I have 98. So you only have 51 more mana than me, right?
Right.
But then if you look at here, um, okay, these are level ones that I just bought. Good luck with that.
Mm.
Where's a really good priest that I bought here? Right here, look at this level 1 here. Okay, this level 1 priest here. We got intelligence and we got luck, right? So luck
Mhm.
also is good for boar hunts because you get more experience. I mean more item drops, and
Yeah.
you get more uh, uh, crit as well, right?
Mhm.
And speed, right? So again, because of the intelligence, at level 1, I already have 65 mana,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that mana one is pretty important because
You
especially
need
for a priest, you need that to be able to continuously heal your guys or cast a spell and things of that nature. So I think
yeah.
that if the knight is your tanker should be the most important thing, then let's go ahead and go after a solid knight. And then when it comes to the priest, maybe next week you can help me build out the priest live as well. But how do you feel about going for, because we're focusing on the mana, should I just go ahead and try to pick up a solid priest with the right mana? What are we thinking right now?
Well, if I were you right now, because you have
Mhm.
some crystal, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Um, we're all speculating right now. You know what I mean?
right,
With the depending how hard these boar hunts, but how I gather it, and I saw how Sachet was getting wrecked with these boar hunts,
right,
using some of our heroes. They're
right.
gonna be really hard, so you're gonna need a good tanker, bro, and
Hmm.
and healer because that mama boar, I
Yeah,
guarantee you, she's gonna do again. I spoke about this before. AOE damage, area
hmm,
of effect,
yeah,
where it does more than one block damage or one
yeah,
hero damage. It'll attack all three of them, right?
yeah.
And Mama Boar, she's twice the size, and knowing RPG games, when you're twice the size, you're gonna be doing twice the damage, right?
Mm.
And the Mama Boar is in the back end. She's in the
Okay,
back, so she has to go through the archer. She has to go through um the other two baby boars, right?
right.
So she's most likely gonna be taking down the first two spots, which is
Okay,
the knight and which is the archer,
okay,
right? Um, unless she has some crazy, like again, AOE damage, area of effect, where
right,
it could be like Mad Boar charge or Mama
right,
charge, and she just charges the whole crew, right?
right.
But because it's an RPG game and it's a um, it's a turn-based um block game. I don't mean block as in blockchain. I mean block as mean there's the first block, second block, and third block. You know
Right.
what I mean? So back, middle, and end, right? So depending on where your heroes are on the block, right? So like the damage will vary, right? So if
Okay.
you're in the beginning of the block, which is where the knights are, right?
Right.
Um, you're gonna be taking most of the damage,
Most of the
right?
damage.
Because
Right.
you're closer, right? And
Right.
then damage will reduce to the second middle, right? And then to the end, right?
Right.
So right now the reason why I'm trying to get, if you notice, a lot of my knights, they're rares, right? And a
Right.
lot of my priests and my other ones are commons and uncommons. A
Right.
lot of my knights are rares because, like I said, stats matter,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So we're gonna look at the Knights. We're gonna try to pick up a couple. That was
Let's
great,
burn some
great.
stuff.
That was great insight on there, right? We have James that says any good deals to buy into the trader. I think he meant tavern, but we're gonna do that right now, James. We're gonna
Doing
look
that
at
right now.
some solid deals here for me. So, as I was listening, we're looking at the Knight. You want to make sure it has good strength and endurance, but also if you can sneak in some luck, that'd be even better. He's your tanker. He needs to be able to take damage. What are we looking at here for this floor level area that we're looking at? What am I isolating and trying to look for?
Sorry, can you repeat that again?
Yeah, what am I isolating and trying to look for, knowing that the night strength, endurance, luck, and
So
that's
if you take a look here on my screen, the knights I have here, I'm trying to go for mining, right?
okay.
So right here, if you're looking for, um, knights are tankers, right?
Right.
So we're gonna need endurance just to take that damage. We need a vitality, right? And we're gonna need some luck. Okay.
Okay.
So right, if you look at here, it'll show you right here, mining. Well, the progression for mining is strength and endurance,
Right.
right? So that's perfect for us because we can do some damage with the strength, right? So
Right.
they're close up damage, and the main thing is we're gonna be enduring a lot of damage, right?
Right.
So the main heroes that are really good for this type of stat and this type of uh, class are Dread Knights, right? Dread Knights are not particularly for me tankers,
Mm-hmm.
but more like melee damage dealers,
Right.
right? So uh, this doesn't mean they're good tankers if they're up here. It just means uh, uh, if you're looking for these type of classes, you want
Right.
mining profession, and the mining profession wants to hit should hit strength and endurance. All
Yeah.
right. So if we
Yeah.
come back here to my my knights here, all of my knights hit at least strength or at least have vitality and luck, right? Because
Okay.
luck uh, plays into a lot of dodge and critical as well, right?
Right.
So we can dodge some of that damage that's being dealt to us. That would obviously reduce a lot of that damage and less damage taken, meaning less work the priest has to do healing, right? She can buff, right?
Right.
So the stats you want to look for these type. Ooh, look at that, PJ. Buy that, right? Um, for knights, paladins, tankers, are you want high endurance, you want the mining profession, so it boosts as much as you can, right? So I always click on mining, right? Look at that. That knight right there you have with
Mm-hmm.
endurance and wisdom,
Mm-hmm.
right? What level is that?
11.
Most likely 10, right? Yeah, 11. You see, it's a knight thief. It's not a bad knight because it has the endurance and it has the wisdom for that mana pool. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
Um, but again, I really hate buying high levels because I don't know how the people are leveling them up. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know why I'm buying high level. So if this is a solid guy, I'm snatching him
Eh,
right now.
What did you pick, bro? Is there only two of them?
I picked strength and endurance for their. Oh, you know what? Let me switch it here
Yeah,
to
this
strength and endurance and apply that. Mm.
got a priest, knight priest here, level 10, but that's 800. That's mining, wisdom, endurance. Whew, that's nice. What are the recessives? Poison, blade, cleanse. Is that cleanse? I can't really see.
Yes, cleanse, poison blade, cleanse, fearless,
Fearless.
chatterbox,
Okay.
and for this
800.
boar
I
hunt,
don't know. I don't know
for
if
the,
you can get.
for this boar hunt, there it's not gonna factor in as much in terms of the
No,
traits.
no, no.
So but
But when
for
you're spending
800,
this much money, you don't
yeah,
want to just be like for the boar hunt. You want to be for everything, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
but that
And it's ready
um
to be leveled. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, that's one moksha rune.
Yeah.
Um, Too bad you can't see progression, eh? Don't buy it. Don't buy it. I wouldn't buy it. Like I said, I have a pet peeve of buying high levels.
Right.
I hate buying other people's high levels.
Right.
That's you know what I mean. That's why
So
when
the
I
thing, well, I think I'm going to get a high level and I'm going to burn it. I'm telling you that.
oh
You know what I'm
you're
saying?
going
Like
to burn it.
I'm going to burn it. I'm literally
Okay,
telling you that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm got I basically I'm opening this up. I removed the stat bonuses and we can just look at them as is. But I'm telling you, I'm going to burn 2 nights. That's
but
literally
why
what
are
I'm
you
gonna do.
burning it if you're gonna buy a night?
Well,
Because if
the
you
thing
burn
is
it,
because
you can
I
get a
want to.
chance to lose that night.
That is true, but if I get a night, I'm definitely gonna get a night, and then I can build it out myself. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
no, because if you get a night, but if the recessive traits have something else, you might hit the recessive traits instead, right? Because remember, I summoned these games are iffy, bro, because
Hmm.
they're all RNG, they're all chances, right? I put a priest with a priest, and I got a ninja, a
Yeah,
sick ninja. I got the ninja with fishing, agility, and
yeah,
dex. You can't beat that, bro. That
yeah.
ninja alone will go for 3 grand, no problem,
So
right?
you know what? Instead of just going straight burn, I still want to get a couple of nights right that have the proper settings that I could do okay. That even also have some summons, so I can still mesh them together with regular
Well,
summons and
then
start.
why don't we make you a knight? Make you a get you 2 heroes, get you 2 warriors level
I don't
10.
want a level one though.
No. Get
Oh,
a
okay,
level
okay,
10
okay.
warrior, a level 10. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong here. Level 10 warrior and a level 10. Oh wait, knights are are the
Yeah, they're
final.
basic.
They're
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 basic.
the they're
Yeah.
they're the minimum. Um,
This is the thing, right? They could have either strength, endurance, or vitality, and they can be okay as long as they're minors, right? So I just want some nice that'll do well. Like, that's what I want. It's just
but to
I'm ready.
me, if you're gonna go burn 2 nights to get
Well,
another
okay.
night,
I don't have
let's
to. I don't have to. I like the whole picking and building out process. I like stoning them. I like doing that. I don't care about the cost. When I decide I want to do something, I'm doing it. Right.
no, I'm
So,
not talking about the cost. It's
right.
about because the end result, okay? Because right now you're dealing with basic heroes,
Right.
okay? So if you're down, we can get you 2 nights, right? With night, but that's gonna be like around a G for both of them,
Let's do it.
right? And then we gotta pray. So okay, so on your filter, all right, let's do this. On the filter,
Okay.
right? You're gonna click on mining. Okay, let's see. Might even hit
I'm gonna reset it. I'm gonna reset it. Mining.
right, and let's do this right. You know what I mean? Because you're gonna be spending a G anyways, right? Let's get you. Let's get you crafting. Let's get you some elements. If you're gonna,
Okay.
you know what I mean.
Okay.
So, um, let's do it right. So right here, we got knights here. Okay, so the knights
Well,
gardening is garbage.
let me put it
Everything
tonight.
else is garbage, right?
Yeah.
So we only want mining, right? So
Okay.
mining attributes. Click on the mining.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and for knights, they're really good with. Uh,
Blacksmithing, goldsmithing, armor smithing.
Armor smithing is okay. It's at the 75%.
Mm-hmm.
Woodworking is at around 60%.
Mm-hmm.
Leather working at doo percent. Tailor doo. Enchanting doo. And everything else doo. So
Right.
armor smithing could be a hit for us, right?
Okay.
That's gonna bring up the value of your cost here,
Okay.
right? So maybe we don't have to check on the crafting,
Okay.
right? All right. So now you want obviously just night. You got to click
Yep.
on that, 'night.
Yep.
Um, and then go down to level 10. Oh man, we're gonna burn this sucker.
Okay.
All right, apply. All right, that's $500. All right, so you know the thing with burning. When you burn, when you dark summon, it will never go underneath the rarity, right? So if
Yes.
you have
Yes.
two uncommons, it won't go lower than uncommon,
Exactly.
right? But
Exactly.
if you have a uncommon and a rare, it might be one or the other, but it won't go
Right.
lower than the uncommon. So
Right.
you know what I mean? So um, we got here vitality and luck, right? If you can go across and see the growth percentage, flip the card one more time,
Mm-hmm.
right? Go next, right? So the growth here is 70% on strength and 75% on endurance. That's really good, and 77% on vitality, right? Um, so that growth percentage is there is really good. So for this paladin, if you do decide to choose it and do decide to keep it, um, you want to stick strength, endurance, and vitality on that bad boy.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We
Mm-hmm.
got death mark and heal. All right,
Mm-hmm.
so that active two trait is pretty good because if somehow that heal uh hits, that's a free heal for us.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's
Mm-hmm.
something the priest that ain't got to do,
Mm-hmm.
right? So that's not a bad contestant, right? But it didn't hit the strength,
Mm-hmm.
so you know what I mean. We'll keep looking for a little bit. This guy's on that trigger, bro. You hear?
Yeah.
Put your mouse away, bro.
Listen, Red Rule Media says do it, and I'm ready to do it.
Look, we do it,
Okay.
but there's foreplay. All right, right now we're foreplaying. All right, you don't do it without foreplay. And in business, if you don't look around and you foreplay, you don't have
Right.
emergency meetings. You're
Right.
gonna do, you're gonna end up in the tank. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
So okay.
so you want
Let's
so you see that's the thing here. Uh, so like I said, it's gonna be pricey, bro. But if you're gonna be doing something like this, go hard or go home,
go hard or go home. That's all.
right?
That's all I
I
care
can't
about.
go
Go hard
that
or go home.
hard, so I bought level ones, but with good stats,
I'm going that hard. Let's
right?
do
But
it.
you're going that hard, like I said, none of those qualify, right? They're not
Mm.
hitting strength, they're not hitting endurance, right there, endurance and wisdom, but that's 800.
I told you I'm not worried about that.
Right? So okay, so look, let's do some gathering. So this knight and priest here could be really good, but let's see. Go to the next one. Sorry, go. Yeah, there. Okay, one more time. Uh, one more because you also want to. If you scroll down, you look at the active traits, right? You wanna also go to the next trait, right? That poison blade or that to me knights, you should we want cleanse, right? And we want
Mhm.
like heal or
Mhm.
toxic,
Mhm.
right? Something that will add a little bit of something to the little oof, right?
Mhm.
So this poison blade cleanse here, if you scroll down on the left there, go to attributes, basic attributes,
Where you see
on the
attributes?
filter. Sorry, on the filter side, to the left of the screen, to the left,
Oh,
all the
oh,
way to the
oh,
left.
oh.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah.
okay.
There you. So if you go down, right, scroll down, right, scroll down, you scroll down. There, you see active skills,
Yeah.
active skill one, active skill two. So to pair these, if you look at active skill one, you look at
Mhm.
heal, right,
Yep.
and
And
then you look at
cleanse.
cleanse,
Yep.
right. So with those two, will mutate to iron skin. So that's
Right.
how mutation works with this stuff, right? So
Right.
if you want to go to the next one, like say you want explosion, you're gonna need exhaust and days,
Right.
right? So your first hero, active one, should have exhaust, and then your second hero, active one, should have days, and you'll have a chance to mutate to explosion,
Right.
right? So that's why now I know why everybody uses that the ADFK pair or whatever because they tell you all that stuff. I'm
Right.
old
Right.
school.
Right.
I gotta
Right.
I gotta do all the homework, right?
Right. So these two right here have cleanse heal and it has leadership. When you look at it, it is a Night Wizard and the Night Archer.
Yeah.
And then when you also look at what they have highlighted,
Agility.
vitality, luck, intelligence, and agility, not bad. And then when you look at the growth, which I'm pulling up here, when you look at the growth, the vitality is pretty high. Agility not so high here, but if you can transfer it over and probably put a vigor, not
Bro,
a
if that
vigor,
agility goes to vitality or strength or endurance, that
yeah,
would kick ass, bro. That would be a really sick. I don't know, man. Maybe because vitality is very good for knights, right?
yeah,
The wizard will be good, right, for the that extra mana, that sub job, right?
right.
Um,
And
but
and at these levels, they have decent health. You know what I'm saying? At these levels, they have decent health.
well, what the thing is, the great thing is, you're burning these. They'll be level 1.
Well,
You
this
get
is
to
the
level,
thing.
you
This is
get to
the thing.
level
Yeah,
them up.
yeah,
You
yeah.
right?
What
So
what 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 I would do first though is I would do a couple of regular summons since they do have some summons here
yeah, yeah, well, yeah.
before I
If you're
dark
down
summon.
but then that's gonna take you a couple of days because there's
That's what I'm saying. I
yeah,
won't dark summon now, but the
yeah,
regular summon will just show what's possible. You feel me?
um, wood pounder, well,
so
plower.
so
Sorry.
so so I
Uh,
mean, what do you think? What do you think? Like,
the growth for okay, so they're both mining, all right. So that's gonna be really good. That's gonna give you a high chance to hit the mining, right?
yeah,
Um, vitality is good, right? Their 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 strength and their endurance growth stats are really high, 70% plus,
right,
right? Um, I just wish they had some kind of strength or endurance at least. You know what I mean?
yeah. I could always pair them up with this guy here. You know, oh, but
Hey,
he doesn't.
to
He
be
doesn't
honest,
have any summon.
I would really pair that one to uh 1870 18, the
These
uncommon one,
two,
bro.
right? These
Yeah,
two,
because
right?
that one has vitality and luck, right?
Yeah,
And then this one here has endurance and wisdom, right?
yeah,
Let me see the skills. Right, we got death mark here, and
yeah.
what's the other one got?
Poison blade,
Poison blade. Can you scroll
cleanse and
down a little
heal.
bit? No, on the filter side. I should
Yeah,
pull up the
yeah,
skill here. So we got death mark and poison blade, right?
yeah.
Where's attributes?
It's heal and cleanse that match for this one.
Death mark, heal and cleanse.
Yeah,
We got heal and we got cleanse. All right, so the mutation is going to be iron skin. That iron skin is going to be real good for paladins because iron skin obviously gives you more defense, right?
right.
So you can take the damage. So if that mutates and hit iron skin, and
Yeah,
somehow you get that and you keep the heal or the death
yeah,
mark or the poison blade, that's not
yeah.
bad.
It's
That's
not
not
bad,
bad.
right?
It's
It's not
not
bad.
bad, right?
It's not bad. So yeah,
Wait,
right
wait, wait, wait,
now,
wait, 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 wait. Skiller has
okay,
something to say.
what does Skiller say?
He's saying he's got something. He's got a knight for you. And you
Ooh,
know, Mr. Skiller, he's a
ooh.
summoning guru, right?
Skiller, what
So
level? What level is this knight? You know, talk to
can
us.
you can
Talk
you
to us.
give us the number so we can punch it in
Yeah,
and
yeah,
have a look at this hero
we
here?
could punch it in.
Maybe
Like,
that will be a better deal, right?
hmm.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Hold on. My bots are botting.
Yeah, Skiller, what is this? What is this hero number, man? Like, talk to me. I'm over here ready to give away some crystal, man.
Skiller, take the man's crystal, bro. Take his knowledge and his crystal.
Yeah, Skiller, if you can get us that, let us know. For now,
um,
this is my knight pair right here that I'm looking at.
yeah. So that uncommon and that rare 5 and 8,
Could match.
it's really nice.
Okay.
Not bad. We ain't hitting no Dragon Slayer or Giant Slayer.
Right, right,
Uh,
right.
somebody tag Skiller, bro.
Hey,
Um,
Skiller, you see me buying some other knife. If you got a knife for me, I'm shopping. If you got a knife for me, I'm shopping.
But that night and then the other night is really nice. Man, this man's tripping. You can't wait, bro.
Nah, I can't wait. I can't wait. The theory has to be tested out.
Come on, come on. Oh,
All
okay,
right.
my bot's still working. I thought it was frozen. Sorry.
All right,
Hey,
Light. So
all right. Did you
I
buy
have
it?
it. I bought them both.
He sent
I
it.
bought them. He sent it. Where did he
I
send
think
it?
to your Discord.
To Discord. Okay, let me
Most likely to
see.
Discord.
Let me see about. We'll pull it
Unless
up,
he.
man, because I need multiple nights. You heard? So like, I'm ready. Like,
Well, I
I'm ready
bought
to
8
go.
yesterday, so I'm about to stamp pot all of
Sheesh.
them. I bought
Sheesh.
8 knights. I bought 8 priests. I bought 8 archers. I'm about to stamp pot all of them this week.
Sheesh. I don't see it. Is it where
Maybe
did
you
you
send
send
it to
this?
your wallet. Does he know your wallet? Are you guys friends like that?
No way. No way. Let me see.
The man said he sent. I sent it.
No way. Let me see. So okay, let me go to my heroes and flip them over.
You know how many heroes you have?
I
I
mean,
know every single hero, bro. I'm that
all 400 and all 400 plus.
all 490 heroes. Dog.
Skill,
And
I still need the number because okay, let me see. Is it level 10 skiller? Like I don't know. I'm gonna just put 7 and see where it pops up. So I have my guy that I just got, right?
so you just bought right there.
Um,
No.
yeah, let me see on Discord if he sent me something. No, he didn't send me anything.
Oh,
Um,
I got it. It's he sent it on the jeweler's Discord. Copy text.
oh,
Here. Look at
okay.
the StreamYard. I posted that one
StreamYard.
zero
Okay,
zero
cool.
zero zero two or whatever.
Let me take a look at that. StreamYard, private chat. Okay. Oh, it's about to get spicy in here. It's about to get spicy. This
Yeah.
is
So
blockchain.
340622.
This is blockchain. All right, let me
Speaking of blockchain, the Gwei is under 19. That means my bot's gonna be running.
oh yeah, nice.
I'm cheap, man.
Oh wait, no, did I do something wrong here? What did I just copy? Yeah, give me a second, ladies and gentlemen. We're
Punch it.
working through this.
Punch in 340622.
Okay, give me a second. Come over here.
Yeah, search ID right there.
You said,
34.
oh no, I gotta go to tavern and do that. All right, so what is it? 34.
No. You can't post it there. You got to go to the other guy to the left because these are only for sale. He doesn't have it for sale
Oh,
unless
I
he
gotta
does.
go to no. You're right.
Yeah, go. Yeah,
Arcade.
that guy right there. Go to view hero viewer. Hero viewer. Yeah, then punch in
Okay.
340622.
340622. View hero. Ooh, okay. Starting off
Let me
with
zoom
the
in. Oh, you see, you see. You see, if you waited, you wouldn't have bought that dang uncommon, and you would have had 2
Ooh, I got
rares, and it has toxic.
No. I'm buying. I'm shopping. Skiller. What we talking? What we talking, man? What
Skiller,
we talking?
$5, $5.
Skiller, man.
Oh
Yo,
wait,
you
not
know what?
$5. How much is it? Oh, it's level 10, Gen 3. Oh, this one you're gonna have to burn though. It has no summons. So you know what? Those 2 you have, keep summoning them and keep this one on
Well,
the back burner.
this one wouldn't I be able to put this guy to work right away?
Yeah, you can put him to work right away,
Flip him.
or when you have 0, when your rare knight, when you
Yeah.
use up the summons, you can burn these 2.
Well, that rare knight doesn't have a summon.
It doesn't? I thought it did.
No. The other guy did. Or did it?
No, they both had summons.
Look,
Oh,
it doesn't. It doesn't.
hey,
So I would have to see if it matches. No, I mean this one I definitely wanted to burn. I'm still gonna burn these guys and keep skillers. 100 crystal skiller, no way. Skiller, no
bro, take the
way.
100 crystal and burn them right now, bro. Give the audience the show. Burn these 2. Bro,
Wait,
you
but
went
do they
800, Plus 100, so that's 900. Burn him,
Okay, bet.
right? Because look. Endurance,
Okay,
wisdom, mining, and then skiller
yeah.
is strength and what else was that? Whatever. It
Uh,
was good.
yeah.
I think
Okay,
you should buy it, do the trade. Skiller, send it to him,
Skiller,
right?
send that my way. Send that
Send
my
the
way. I'm
man
about to.
the 100 G. I would give him 150 to be honest. Like that's a good.
Hold on. The man said his price. That 50 is gonna go towards the summit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, true.
That 50 is
Lucky
gonna
bastard.
go towards the summit. Skiller, I'm definitely about to send you
Yeah,
my
that's a
address
eight. That's a
here.
700 night that he's giving you two for 100. So
Yeah, it's lit.
you
It's lit
better
tonight.
let's get some good stuff with
I
that.
gotta pop a beer to that or something, man. It's lit.
Bro, if you get a mythic, I'll cut some freaking bamboo with my sword, dog. What do you mean, bro? I'll turn the camera on and I'll start cutting. Actually, it's kind of late though. Yeah. So, are you guys gonna?
Yeah,
You guys
he's
gonna do the trade? You guys sending each other the stuff?
yeah. I mean, I want to just burn it. You know, I think me and Skilla trust each other enough where I will send him the 100 crystal. But I sent him my address on Discord, and we're gonna dark summon. So talk to me, right? Look at my inventory. I'm gonna stone this guy. Okay, I'm a stoner. I'm a stoner. I'm a stoner. So what am I trying to stone this guy with to make sure that he really gets a nice leveling up?
Well, we want endurance, right?
Okay.
So might is strength, swiftness is agility, fortitude is endurance. So you want some endurance, bro. You want some
Okay.
fortitude up in that
So we
baby.
want to be able to raise this at least to like 80, 85 type thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So the endurance crystal is which one?
Fortitude,
Fortitude,
the
right?
one with the purple nipple.
Okay. The purple. Let me see how much a regular fortitude.
You balling, dog?
Oh,
I don't think they have liquidity for you to buy it anyway. So
I know that's the most annoying thing, man.
this is why I don't like the market trader. I want the bazaar, but then nobody's playing this game for the bazaar to work. So
Yeah. Yeah.
right.
Let me see if Skiller got back to me. Nice. He's about to send it my way.
He sent it
Okay.
already. I think you should have it. All right,
So
let's
let
get
me
the
see
stuff
if I could
prepared.
do a
You might have to go with or get. I don't know. You might have to
a
go with
lesser. I'm gonna have to lesser it, right?
the lesser or just the normal fortitude. If you can try the fortitude. If you can,
I did. It didn't work. It didn't work.
you didn't do it. You didn't try it.
I think I did. I had it here the whole time.
Sure?
Yeah. Let me see. Look, fortitude. It was a fortitude crystal, right? I mean the fortitude stone, right? And I put here one to see if it would work. It didn't really work. So I wanted to go with the greater to see if that worked. Um that's not working.
I have to get
So
with the lesser then.
I might have to do the lesser, yeah. And then I'm still gonna hit him with 42 crystals.
Oh, when you level them up.
Yeah. I don't play games out here, man.
You are playing games, but
Ah,
right there, lesser. Sure, no, you buying the wrong one, bro. You're buying the wrong one. Don't swap that.
you sure?
Yep, clicked on the wrong one, man. I see the different logo.
Man, it's a fortitude. That's a fortitude stone.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a fortitude stone.
okay, you bought the right one then. My bad.
Yeah, that's a fortitude stone. Okay, cool. So
Three
you know,
points. It's not bad.
we're gonna snatch that bad boy up. He said Mega is live right now. We should have him on here. Um,
Can't invite them on here.
yeah, he's doing. Yeah, Skiller. We sometimes super sync into each other's stream, but we're gonna hop on his after we hop off of here. We're wrapping up. We got about 10 minutes to go. Dark summoning is the last thing we're doing here.
You got tears. You got
What
You got
do I have
crystal.
tears? I do have tears. I have crystal. It's time to do this, ladies and gentlemen. Yo, James is getting the chance to see some sick
Let's
stuff
go,
tonight, man.
James. While you do that, I'm gonna be spinning up something. You know what? Roll. They see me rolling.
You see me rolling. All right. So, do I have? I don't think I have. I don't think it's landed yet.
Refresh your browser or refresh on top there. It says refresh. Yeah.
Oh, I refreshed everything. Um, 9, 10.
Hey, you still got that hero that I wanted to buy but didn't have enough?
Yeah,
All right,
yeah,
keep that for me, bro.
yeah.
Don't be a douchebag and keep that for me, bro. I got plans.
Yeah.
I've been
All
spending my
right.
money on something else, but I'll probably have yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I think you got
So,
it right.
so to
Skiller, bro.
review,
Let me ask you something. I've heard that there's different. If you put your heroes in certain orders, it might hit. So like,
nah, they asked about that in the stream. The
it
DFK
didn't.
team said, nah, yeah.
You sure?
I recall. Why I think I
Right?
should put the
Because
toxic one first?
you know those skills, right? One has to be before the other, right? Because if you look at the skills active, one skill is before the other on the
Really?
filter, right? So
Hmm.
like cleanse is before heal or whatever. So if you put cleanse after the heal, that might not affect. Oh, it's all random. Stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Anyways, all right, continue on.
this guy has a chaos stone, man. That's
That's what, bro.
crazy.
You're lucky, bro. I should go on streams and pretend to summon and then, hey, Skiller, you want to send me some heroes for cheap? No, I'm just kidding.
All right, we're gonna tear this guy up. We're gonna tear this guy up. You feel me? We're gonna do the lots of fortitude.
Yeah,
Okay, we're
+4
gonna
endurance, +3 primary stats.
yes, 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 yes. All right, I'm gonna snapshot this here before I do it. 'Cause,
What was it? 800 +100. You lucky. That would have been like 1600 to summon this,
right,
bro.
yo, skill is the goat. Skill is the goat. Skill is the
But you
goat.
better be sucking something tomorrow.
Pause, my guy. Pause. Look at that cheap crystal to do it. We're gonna approve the
That's the
stone,
that's the best thing about the dark summoning.
the dark
It's
summon. Yeah,
because you're burning your hero, bro. They better make that shit cheap, bro.
yeah,
Right? If
yeah.
this was normal summoning, that crystal would have been like 80 to 100 plus, depending on their gen. The tiers would have been like 80 plus, right? Yo,
Yeah.
the boys said pause. we say stupid stuff on here sometimes. All right, bro. Approve the stone and let's go. Type
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
burn
We're doing this. We're doing this. We're
so I can
doing
go
this.
burn in real life. Because we've been at it for over 2 hours and 11 minutes. I'm
Seriously.
my brain needs a session right now, boys.
Yeah, so we're gonna wait for the transaction to go through. We're gonna type
Look,
that
the man said
burn.
transition. Getting tired himself.
Yo. He says if you get a
Yo, bro,
mythic,
if
you'll
you get
keep
a
the
mythic, yo,
extra.
you owe him 200 tiers, bro. Not the 100. Don't be stupid, Skiller. Yo, bro, give him. If you hit a mythic, you owe him 200 tiers. Or actually, no, you owe him 100. You owe me 100. Fuck.
Listen, listen, man.
All right, let's go. Let's
Let's
do
keep
this.
our fingers crossed. My armpits are sweating, you know. You burn some two pretty solid heroes. I love the fact that I'm gonna get a chance to build it out though. When Skiller first kind
Yeah.
of put me onto that, I was like, I just love the fact that I get to build it out in a short period of time. So no matter what I get, I'm gonna be very excited to build it out. And from what you have told me, strength, endurance, luck for this night will fare out really well for him.
It's either luck or vitality, whichever one you want.
Okay.
But we're talking about items here, right? I stick my luck on everything, bro. I luck the f out of everything.
Mm, okay.
Right? Every hero, every game I
But
play,
you have a knight, right? You're only gonna have 3 options. What are those 3 options you're going with every
uh,
time you level up?
endurance, vitality, and luck.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Yeah.
You
I'm
love
not
your luck.
I'm not counting on my knights to do damage, so I'm not gonna bother with strength,
Okay.
right? And the luck will help with the evasion and the item drops. Right. So if you have 3 heroes, your priest have luck, your knight have luck, your archer have luck, they
Mm-hmm.
will all, I believe, you add them all up and they'll give you a higher chance of getting items. So
Mm, I
remember, ladies
see.
and gentlemen, luck ain't just for
I see.
fishermen's.
Oh my
Oh!
gosh. Oh my, I got rugged. I got rugged. I got rugged. I got rugged.
All right, boys. I'll see you guys later. I got things to do. See you guys. Peace. That wasn't my money. I told you, bro.
I got
I
rugged.
told you, bro.
I got rugged. Oh my
Hey,
gosh.
but
Oh,
hold up,
no
hold up.
toxic. No toxic.
Hold up, hold up, hold up. Go back. You hit a wisdom. You know what this guy's good for?
To, to be
The
burned
gold
again.
mines, bro. Send them to the gold mines.
Send them to the gold
This
mines,
man,
right?
this man just spent $900 on a floor monk.
Yeah.
Tazim
Yeah.
Sherpin grip. Oh,
Oh
well,
my
at least he's
gosh.
got a tight grip on your wallet, bro.
Oh my gosh. Oh
He's got
my
a serpent
gosh.
grip on your wallet. The man
Oh
snaked
my
all that money.
gosh.
Yo, he slithered in and he slithered out.
Yo,
Yo,
that was
the monk
crazy.
slithered in and he slithered out.
He slithered out. He slithered out. Oh
I'm
my
sorry for that, bro.
gosh, yo. I
That's
got
nasty.
so rugged on that. James, this is a primal example that
Don't
sometimes
do
you're
what
better.
Trader Joe does, bro.
Oh gosh. So yeah, my consolidation prize will just be to make sure that I have one more night that could do
Yeah.
decently. And that has the right stats, and that's how we're gonna end this stream because
James, brother.
in this
James.
ecosystem, you have to try, you have to put a good foot forward.
Yeah.
So yeah, Light, before we finish out, I'm gonna grab one more night here. That's
while you do that, let me because James is new. He hasn't
yeah,
been on our previous podcast. Let me talk to him about starting new. Um,
yeah,
James, I'm guessing James has no heroes at all, right?
none.
None, right? So James, if you uh if you want to quickly show James my screen,
Yeah, I got you.
I'll show him one of my questing accounts. So get him started to get him questing and getting all the loot and all that good stuff. All right, so James, this is one of my accounts that I don't play with this account. All they do is quest, right? So as you can see here for this game has four professions. Okay, brother. We got the forester, which is foraging, right? So if you look at inventory here, there's things called plants. You get with foraging, you get plants, and you can take that and you can craft with it. Okay, so there's four professions. There's foragers. There's the miners where they go and they mine gold, right? There's the gardeners where they go and they mine crystal and jewel for you, and it comes with items as well, right? And then we got the fishermen. Obviously, there's you get fish and stuff like that, and they all come with like tiers, runes. You need runes to level up your heroes, stuff like that, right? So you need questers to quest things so that you can play the game. Unless you got money, you can buy anything you want, right? But you know what I mean, if you're here to play the game and stuff like that, you're gonna want a full team of these type of heroes, right? So if you come into the tavern when you buy heroes, right, you can go to the filter, right? You go to attributes, right? And these are the four gathering professions that you want to stock up on, right? So me as a starter, James, when I started this, right, for my game account, I made sure that it was a budget account. I didn't want it to pay to earn or pay to play, right? In the beginning, you have to pay, but afterwards, I didn't. I wanted to see if that with this budget I can grow it, right? So I started off with $13. That's how I came up with the $13 holla. But I started with $13. That $13 got me around 12 to 1300 crystal, right? And if you're a new player and you want to test the waters, you don't want to be spending like the trader here, $900, 900 crystal, which is around $9, right? You go to the agent and you buy cheap heroes, right? You buy them for like 38, 39. I kept them under 50, right? So I bought every single profession, right? So I bought six miners, right? Because that's the maximum per quest. You can add more after, but there's time delay. We'll get into that in the future once you get into it. But you're gonna want 6 heroes of each, so that you can gather all their items to do anything, most all you can in this game, because like I said, you're gonna need fishermen's, you're gonna need gardeners, you're gonna need foragers, you're gonna need miners, right? So those are the 4 professions you want to invest in first, right? So if you're new, you want to tickle in, you want to test the waters. Floor heroes, try to keep anything under 50 crystal, because 50 crystal is around 50 to 60 cents, right? 60 cents USD is manageable, right? It's profitable, right? Because if you have a hero for a year, they will make their money back. So it's basically after 3 months, for me, all my heroes are paid off, right? So basically, I'm
Yep.
playing the game for free, right? So keep in mind, buy those professions cheap, as cheap as you can, to get into to the game, and then afterwards, when you understand how the game works, how summoning works, you have more knowledge. You can buy buy more expensive heroes, and stuff like that. But if you're just getting in, floor heroes, get the cheapest, buy 6 gardeners, 6 miners, 6 foragers, and 6 fishermen. So that will be a total of 24 heroes per account, right?
Yep.
So six, right? And that will get you started. That will get you, in a week, you'll find all the items you need. And then after that, you talk to Trade Room and myself, and go from there. Okay, brother? So
Yeah.
under
Yeah,
$15.
that's very good advice. James is gonna be able to latch onto that. There's a part of this where it's degen. I like to degen sometimes.
Everybody loves to degen.
Yeah,
I degen yesterday, but
yeah,
now we need to degen at right, because to me the bear market is the building
is
market.
the
You don't
time.
want to,
Yes,
right?
you want to
So
dark summon now. You don't want to dark summon when Jewel
you
is
don't want to dark something
at
like,
X price.
imagine him dark summoning now. It only costs $9. All right, so
Yeah,
it's not bad, but imagine dark summoning in like a bull market. That $9 could be $90 or nine
yeah,
hundred dollars.
yeah,
Right? So tinker now, experiment now, do everything now in a bear market, right? And then you know build your thing, because like I got 500 heroes now just questing for me. I
yeah.
found 4 eggs today, a couple mokshas. I do anything I want in this game. It's basically free for me now.
Yeah. So yeah, we hope you guys, those who stayed, found value. This was an awesome podcast. We keep breaching our mark. We talked about the market conditions and what we're looking at globally with the charts. We talked about the $13 holla. We have the end of the month challenge coming up as well, and then we're preparing for the Borja. What an awesome stream. Thank you guys for showing up. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure that you are subscribed. Make sure that you share this with anybody who you may be wanting to get a somewhat of an explanation of what's going on in this ecosystem and why we are so excited. And so I got rug tonight. It's okay. I got some solid. I got a solid concept of the night structure. I hope that you guys did too. Hopefully, in the week to come, we can get because the boar hunt is coming out soon. We
Yeah.
can get a priest introspect, and then we can also get our archer introspect as well. And
Hopefully,
the
yeah, but we
one
gotta do
the
quick.
one great gem I got from affinity today is that your tanker needs to be solid because it's going to get the most damage, but those who you have behind are going to get the secondary damage. And your priest maybe possibly should be that last guy in the back. But that's the beauty of this cast. You guys get some good insight from us. We'll continue to bring the macro from the investing end and the macro from the gaming end. Affinity, any last words for our guys and
Yeah, if
girls?
you can just quickly show my screen here. I just want to show people this. You don't
Yeah.
need to be a whale to play. Do that again. Yeah. So if you guys here, look, I started April 15th. I bought 16 heroes, right? And then I start dollar cost averaging, and then I added around 250 USD dollars, which is around 300 something Canadian, and I managed to get around 370 heroes. After that, I haven't put any money in. Right now, I have 500 heroes, so I've earned 130 heroes for free, and from April till now, my heroes have paid themselves off. So again, you don't need to be a whale to play this game right now. You don't need to. If you strategize, if you plan, if you do your research, you can get in the game for cheap, right? So even me with this small account under $200-300, I'm playing like a champ. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Those are good, solid closing words. Guys, enjoy your weekend.
enjoy your weekend.
Enjoy your dueling. Enjoy your DFK. We'll be back with some more next week. Macro gamer, macro investor out.
Peace.